possession. 41 minutes we had the football, and that allowed us to keep our defense fresh. I thought Zach Van Rosenberg had a tremendous game, pinning them deep. There was 0 of 10 on third down. It was a phenomenal job. And then we made the big plays at the end. I thought TJ did a good job. Some things he got to get better. I thought Tyron Davis did the things that he needed to do. Overall, but just happy for the football team. We needed this win.
Ed, they showed you on the sideline watching that field goal. What were you going through in that moment and after that?
Block it. Just block it, man. Wait, block it or miss it. We needed a break, and these guys fought hard. We finally got us a break, and this is a big win for our football team.
And how did you talk to your defense after this? How do you think they did and recovered through all that happened?
I thought they did phenomenal. I think Mo Pelini did a great job. Now, we gave up some deep ball, but you know what? We lost our 2 starting cornerbacks. The next guys set up. Obviously, we got to play better one-on-one coverage, can't let the ball deep, but thought we stopped the run. Felipe made a big play on that third down. Other than that, I thought our D-line rushed him very well.
Yeah, I mean, you guys go down 24-20. Your corners are hurt. I mean, that could have gotten away from you. I guess, what did you see on the sideline from your team, from TJ, all those guys?
Grit, will to win. We got this, coach. Everybody stuck together. Everybody stayed in the game the whole time. Coaches were stuck together. You can just feel that all week. And hopefully that's the way things are going to be from now on. We can build on it.
And if you don't mind, could you any update on Derek Stingley's status?
Not yet. I don't know yet. I talked to Jack, and he couldn't go back in the game. We'll find out.
Thank you.
And TJ Finley there. I mean, it seemed like maybe, like you said, some things he needs to work on, but what sort of poise did he show you in those really clutch situations, like on third down, obviously that touchdown at the end? What made him successful in those moments?
He's got ice in his veins, and he's got a lot of confidence, and he practices that way. He's got a strong arm. He's got a big body. He's confident. He can handle the rush. He can scramble. And there's some things that when the play is going fast, that he has to key and diagnose a little bit better. But overall, I thought he showed it. He can win a big game at the end.
Here we go. Ed, it seemed like this game was a lot like the South Carolina game plan in the sense you wanted to run the ball and put your guys in good down and distance situations that you can convert. And obviously that worked. Plus, Arkansas was missing a bunch of defensive linemen, so you wore them out. Just talk about the game plan offensively.
Yeah, exactly what you said. We wanted to run the football. We wanted to be in manageable third downs, short, easy throws, take the shots when we could. We thought that we had some chances we missed some shots, and but put the ball in our playmakers' hand. I thought Eric Gilbert had a great game. Anytime we can give him the football, but the key was the time of possession.
Also, just talk about Jay Ward. Obviously, he went in a tough situation, got burned a couple of times, but the last 2 plays of the game, he makes the play on third down and then blocks a field goal.
Yeah, he hung in there, man. And Jay's a tough young man. You're going to play like you practice. On our field goal block, Jay Ward's always around the corner. He's always making plays. I'm just happy for that young man. And next man up, and he did it.
Coach, what was different today? There were some big passes, but you guys seemed like looked more fundamentally sound. Staying in assignment. Staying in position to make plays. What was different today about your defense overall?
Yeah, I think that the 3 weeks of practice that we had, our guys improved. We didn't play many defenses today. We didn't have many checks. I thought our guys had their cleats in the grass. They played well. Arkansas had a good run game. We stopped the run game. We made them one-dimensional. And, again, there's some things to get better. We can't let guys behind us. I thought we had a good pass rush. I think that we probably had less mental errors today than we had all year. I think that was the biggest factor.
Coach, obviously with the run game, how impressed were you limiting the outside run this week? Obviously with the big pick play at the beginning of when they scored.
Yeah.
Was that something to look back at? And how happy were you overall with your defense this week?
I'm really happy about us setting the edge, us having the proper force on the edge, not letting the ball outside. Now, we let the ball outside one time in the fourth quarter. The defensive end has what a peel rule is, so he had a missed assignment on that. But I think basically we kept the ball inside. We didn't get outrun to the corner like we've been. So I'm pleased with that. I'm just very pleased with the defense's overall play.
Hey, Coach. Obviously, one of the big, storylines coming in was how the offensive line would respond, after kind of a down outing against Auburn. I mean, how would you assess their performance tonight, and getting, being able to establish the run and keep TJ, pretty protected throughout the day?
A lot better. I knew those guys would respond, and they weren't happy with their last game. It's been 3 weeks they had to live with that. And they've been practicing. Started practice. We had some physical practice. I asked them to practice more physical, and they did. But you know what? We still have some things. There was too much penetration on some plays, on some run plays. So we still have some things to shore up. But I'm happy with the play of the defense, offensive line.
Okay, we got time for a couple more. Cobble.
And Ty Davis Price. I mean, I know you guys were rotating backs, and you like to let your coaches decide, but he seems to be the guy right now.
Yeah, he was the guy that provided the spark today. And, guys are going to have hot hands. One time it may be John, one time it may be Chris. But, we felt Tyron, the physicality that he was running the football, especially lowering his pads and going forward and making the tough yards. He had a tremendous game.
Hey, Coach, 2 big targeting calls in the game, one against each team. Just as a head coach, I mean, what is it like watching this? I mean, guys are just trying to hit people, right, and make good hits, and they're not trying to hurt people. Yeah,
no, we're not trying to do that. And Elias thought he hit with his shoulder first, but his shoulder hit first, but his head was in there. Just can't do it, and especially against a defensive player. And I thought the other one was a good call. That was a tough hit, but I'm glad that our guys are okay.
We'll wrap up with Jared.
Hey, Coach. So, in preparing for the game and seeing how the team came out the gate, did you expect any level of rust, or did they respond in the first couple of drives how you were thinking they would?
Let's say that again now.
The way they came out the gate to start the game, did they come out any sort of rush you may have thought about, or did they start the game how you were expecting?
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a battle, and I thought that we stalled a little bit on offense, in the middle of the game, and then we came back up alive. I think that overall we came here to win the game. We knew it was going to be a battle, and we won.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Go Tigers.